What if I told you that just 30 days from now, your English could be more confident, more natural, and more fluent than it is today? No, you don't need to study for 6 hours a day. No, you don't need to memorize thousands of vocabulary words. And no, you don't need to be born in an English-speaking country. All you need is a simple daily plan and the determination to follow it for the next 30 days. Welcome to the 30-Day English Fluency Challenge. This challenge is designed for anyone who understands some English but struggles to speak confidently. If you often think, "I know the words, but I can't speak," then this challenge is exactly for you. Here's my promise. If you complete every day's task and practice consistently, you'll notice a real difference in your confidence, pronunciation, vocabulary, and speaking ability. So, grab a notebook, open your mind, and let's begin this exciting journey together. Why most people never become fluent. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever studied English for months or even years, but still felt nervous when someone asked you a simple question in English? You're not alone. Millions of English learners face the same problem. The good news is that the problem isn't your intelligence. It's your learning method. Many people spend all their time reading grammar books. Others memorize long vocabulary lists. Some watch hundreds of English videos without speaking even one sentence. Then they wonder why they still can't speak English fluently. Learning a language is like learning to ride a bicycle. You can read 10 books about cycling. You can watch 100 videos about cycling. But until you actually get on the bicycle and start riding, you will never learn. English works the same way. You become fluent by using English every day, not by waiting until you feel ready. And that's exactly why this challenge is different. Every single day, you'll complete one small but powerful activity. Each task builds on the previous one. No pressure, no complicated lessons, just steady progress, one day at a time. Remember this: small daily actions create big results. Imagine improving by just 1% every day. After 30 days, you'll be amazed by how much your confidence has grown. So, are you ready? If your answer is yes, then welcome to day 1 of your English Fluency Challenge. Let's start building the English-speaking version of you, one day at a time. Now, let's begin the challenge. Remember, don't try to be perfect. Your goal is to improve a little every single day. Day 1. Speak for 1 minute. Today's mission is simple. Stand in front of a mirror. Set a timer for 1 minute and introduce yourself in English. You can say things like, "Hello, my name is Sarah. I'm from Pakistan. What enjoy reading books and learning English. My dream is to speak English confidently. Don't stop, even if you make mistakes. If you forget a word, explain it in another way. The goal isn't perfect English. The goal is to make your mouth comfortable speaking English. At first, 1 minute may feel difficult, but by the end of this challenge, speaking for 1 minute will feel easy. Day 2, think in English. Today, don't translate every thought into English. Instead, think directly in English. When you wake up, say to yourself, "I'm waking up. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm making breakfast." As you go through your day, describe simple actions in your mind. This may feel strange at first, but it trains your brain to use English naturally. Fluent speakers don't translate every sentence. They think in English. And today, you'll begin doing the same. Day 3. Learn useful phrases. Here's a secret. Fluent speakers don't speak one word at a time. They use phrases. Instead of learning the word hungry, learn the phrase, I'm really hungry. Instead of learning late, learn, I'm running late. Instead of learning understand, learn, I understand what you mean. Learning phrases helps you sound more natural and makes speaking much faster. Today, write down 10 useful English phrases and say each one aloud 5 times. Don't just read them. Speak them with confidence. Day 4. Listen like a native. Today's challenge is all about listening. Choose a short English video, about 2 or 3 minutes long. Listen once without subtitles. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Then, listen again with English subtitles. Finally, listen one more time and repeat what you hear. This technique trains both your ears and your pronunciation. Remember, your ears must learn English before your mouth can speak it naturally. Day 5. Tell a short story. Congratulations! You've already completed 5 days. Now it's time to combine everything you've learned. Think about something that happened today. Maybe you went shopping. Maybe you visited a friend. Maybe you cooked dinner. Tell that story in English. Keep it simple. For example, today I went to the supermarket. I bought some fruit and vegetables. The cashier smiled at me, and then I came back home. It doesn't have to be exciting. The important thing is speaking in complete sentences. Every story you tell builds your confidence, and confidence is one of the biggest keys to fluency. Take a moment to appreciate your progress. 5 days ago, speaking English may have felt scary. Now, you're already building a daily habit. Keep going. The best part of this challenge is still ahead. Remember, fluency doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from practicing every day. Let's continue. Day 6. Shadow. A native speaker. Today's challenge is called shadowing. Shadowing means listening to a native English speaker and repeating their words immediately, almost like an echo. Choose a short video or podcast, about 30 to 60 seconds long. Listen carefully. Pause after each sentence and repeat it with the same pronunciation, rhythm, and emotion. Don't just copy the words. Copy the way they speak. Imagine you're an actor playing the same role. This exercise is one of the fastest ways to improve your pronunciation and sound more natural. Practice for just 10 minutes today. You'll be surprised by the difference. Day 7. Learn without fear. Today, I want to change the way you think about mistakes. Many learners stay silent because they're afraid of saying something wrong. But here's the truth. Every fluent English speaker has made thousands of mistakes. Mistakes are not your enemy. They are your teacher. Today, challenge yourself to speak English without worrying about grammar. Record yourself talking for 2 minutes about your favorite hobby. Maybe you enjoy cooking. Maybe you like football. Maybe you love watching movies. Speak freely. If you make a mistake, keep going. Confidence grows when you stop fearing mistakes. Day 8. Ask and answer questions. Real conversations are full of questions. Today, practice answering simple questions in English. For example, what did you do yesterday? What is your favorite food? Why are you learning English? What are your future goals? Answer each question in at least 3 complete sentences. Then create 5 new questions of your own and answer them too. The more questions you answer, the more prepared you'll be for real conversations. Day 9. Improve your pronunciation. Today, focus on speaking clearly. Don't try to speak fast. Fast English isn't always fluent English. Clear English is powerful English. Choose 10 common words that you often pronounce incorrectly. Listen carefully to the correct pronunciation. Repeat each word several times. Then use every word in a sentence. Your goal is to make every word clear and confident. Remember, speak slowly. Speak clearly. Speed will come naturally with practice. Day 10. Have a 5-minute English conversation. Congratulations! You've completed 1/3 of the challenge. Today's mission is exciting. Try to have a 5-minute conversation completely in English. If you have a friend who is learning English, practice together. If not, talk to yourself. Yes, talking to yourself is excellent practice. Ask yourself questions and answer them. Pretend you're being interviewed. For example, what's your name? My name is Sarah. Why are you learning English? I'm learning English because I want to travel, get a better job, and communicate with people from around the world. The more you speak, the easier it becomes. Today, you're speaking longer, thinking faster, and becoming more confident. That's real progress. And remember, we're only getting started. The next 10 days will help you stop translating in your head, grow your vocabulary naturally, and begin thinking like a fluent English speaker. If you've made it to day 11, give yourself a big round of applause. Why? Because consistency is what separates successful English learners from everyone else. Every day you practice, your brain is building new connections. Even if your progress feels slow, don't stop. Small improvements every day lead to big results. Now, let's continue. Day 11. Describe everything around you. Today's challenge is simple, but incredibly powerful. Look around your room. Now describe everything you see in English. For example, there is a window next to my desk. My phone is on the table. The walls are white. I can see a chair, a lamp, and a bookshelf. If you don't know the name of an object, don't panic. Search for the word, write it down, and use it in a sentence. This is how your vocabulary grows naturally, through real life, not random word lists. By the end of today, you'll know more useful words than you did yesterday. Day 12. Learn vocabulary through stories. Many learners memorize vocabulary and forget it a week later. Why? Because our brains remember stories much better than isolated words. Today, read or listen to a short English story. As you enjoy the story, write down 5 new words or phrases. But don't stop there. Create your own sentences using those words. For example, if you learn the word journey, you could say, "My journey to learning English started 2 years ago." When you connect new words to your own life, they're much easier to remember. Day Shusen. Stop translating. Today is one of the most important days of this challenge. Whenever you think in your native language, don't immediately translate every sentence into English. Instead, think in short, simple English. For example, instead of thinking, "I wonder what I should eat this afternoon," try thinking, "I'm hungry. I want rice. I'll cook lunch." Simple thoughts become fast thoughts. Fast thoughts become fluent speech. Fluent speakers don't build long sentences in their heads first. They think naturally, one idea at a time. Today, challenge yourself to spend at least 10 minutes thinking only in English. It may feel difficult at first, but every minute makes your brain stronger. Day 14. Speak with emotion. Here's something many learners forget. Fluency isn't only about words. It's also about emotion. Today, read a short paragraph out loud, but don't read it like a robot. Smile during happy sentences. Sound surprised when something exciting happens. Lower your voice during serious moments. Imagine you're telling a story to a close friend. When you speak with emotion, your English becomes more natural, more expressive, and much more enjoyable to listen to. People don't remember perfect grammar. They remember confident communication. Day 15. Celebrate your progress. Congratulations! You've completed half of the challenge. Take a moment to think about how far you've come. Maybe your pronunciation is clearer. Maybe you know more vocabulary. Maybe you're no longer afraid to speak. Even small improvements matter. Today, record another 1-minute introduction about yourself. Then compare it with the recording you made on day 1. Listen carefully. Can you hear the difference? Most learners are surprised by how much they've improved in just 2 weeks. This is why recording yourself is so important. It lets you see progress that you might not notice every day, so don't be discouraged if you're not perfect yet. Fluency is not a destination. It's a journey. And today, you're much further along that journey than when you started. Get ready, because the next 5 days will take your English to another level. You'll learn how to speak more naturally, understand native speakers better, and make English a real part of your everyday life. You've officially completed the first half of the challenge, and that's something to be proud of. By now, you've built a daily habit. You've spoken English, learned useful phrases, improved your pronunciation, and started thinking in English. But now it's time for the next level. During the next 5 days, your goal is not just to speak English. Your goal is to sound more natural and communicate with confidence. Let's begin. Day 16. Learn everyday expressions. Have you ever noticed that native speakers don't always use textbook English? Instead of saying, "I am very tired," they often say, "I'm exhausted." Instead of saying, "I understand," they might say, "I got it." Instead of saying, "That is very easy," they may say, "That's a piece of cake." These everyday expressions make conversation sound more natural. Today, learn 10 common expressions that native speakers use in daily life. Say each expression aloud several times, then use it in your own sentences. Don't just memorize them. Imagine real situations where you can use them. The more you practice these expressions, the more confident you'll sound. Day 17, tell a story without reading. Today's challenge is exciting. Think about your happiest memory. Maybe it was your birthday. Maybe it was your first day at a new school. Maybe it was a family trip. Now, tell that story in English without reading from any notes. Speak naturally. If you forget a word, don't stop. Use different words to explain your idea. Remember, communication is more important than perfection. The goal is to keep speaking. Every minute you spend speaking helps your brain become more comfortable with English. Day 18. Listen and repeat with emotion. Today, choose a short conversation in English. Listen carefully to how the speakers sound. Notice when they sound excited. Notice when they ask questions. Notice when they laugh or sound surprised. Now repeat the conversation using the same emotion. Don't just copy the words. Copy the feeling behind the words. This simple exercise will make your English sound much more natural. People connect with emotion, not with perfect grammar. Day 19. Speak about your future. Today, imagine your life 5 years from now. Where will you live? What kind of job will you have? What dreams do you want to achieve? Speak about your future for at least 2 minutes. You can say something like this. In 5 years, I want to speak English fluently. I want to travel to different countries. I hope to have a successful career and meet people from around the world. When you talk about your dreams, you naturally use new vocabulary and longer sentences. This is excellent practice for becoming a confident speaker. Day 21. Full day with English. Congratulations! You've reached Day Arsher. Today's challenge is the biggest one so far. Try to make English part of your entire day. Change your phone's language to English. Watch videos in English. Listen to English music or podcasts. Read short articles in English. Think in English whenever you can. And before you go to bed, spend 5 minutes talking about your day in English. Don't worry if you make mistakes. The important thing is to surround yourself with English. The more English becomes part of your daily life, the faster fluency will come. Take a moment to celebrate your progress. 20 days ago, you started this challenge with hope. Today, you're stronger, more confident, and much more comfortable speaking English. You are proving something very important. Fluency isn't about talent. It's about consistency. Keep going. The final 10 days will bring everything together. You'll learn how to speak more smoothly, understand conversations more easily, and build the confidence to use English anywhere, with anyone. The finish line is getting closer. And you're doing an amazing job. Writing. You've reached Day Arsher. Only 10 days remain. And by now, you've probably noticed something important. Speaking English doesn't feel as scary as it did on day 1. You may still make mistakes, and that's completely normal. The difference is that now you're speaking with more confidence. And confidence is one of the biggest secrets to fluency. Let's continue the challenge. Day 2-1. Start a real conversation. Today's mission is simple. Have a real conversation in English. It doesn't have to be long. Even 5 minutes is enough. Talk with a friend, a family member, a teacher, or a language partner. If you don't have anyone to practice with, don't worry. Imagine you're meeting a new friend. Ask questions and answer them yourself. For example, "Hello, what's your name?" "My name is Ali." "Where are you from?" "I'm from Pakistan." "What do you like to do in your free time?" "I enjoy reading books and learning English." The more conversations you practice, the more natural speaking becomes. Remember, every conversation is a step toward fluency. Day 22. Learn to speak without long pauses. Have you ever stopped in the middle of a sentence because you couldn't find the right word? It happens to everyone. Today, your goal is to keep talking even when you don't know a word. If you forget a word, explain it in another way. For example, if you forget the word umbrella, you can say, "It's something we use when it rains." This is exactly what fluent speakers do. They don't stop the conversation. They find another way to express their ideas. Today's challenge is to speak for 3 minutes without staying silent for more than a few seconds. Keep the conversation moving. That's how real fluency develops. Day 23. Improve your listening skills. Speaking and listening work together. The better you listen, the better you speak. Today, watch a short English interview or conversation. Listen carefully. After every few sentences, pause the video and repeat what you remember. Don't worry if you can't remember every word. Focus on understanding the main idea. This exercise trains both your memory and your listening skills. Little by little, you'll begin to understand English without translating every sentence. Day 24. Give your opinion. Today, it's time to share your ideas. Choose a simple topic. For example, which season do you like the most? What is your favorite movie? Do you enjoy studying in the morning or at night? Now explain your opinion for 2 or 3 minutes. Don't just give a short answer. Explain your reasons. For example, my favorite season is winter because I enjoy cool weather. I also like drinking hot tea and spending time with my family. When you explain your opinions, your sentences become longer and more natural. This is exactly how real conversations work. Day 25. Believe in yourself. Congratulations! You've completed 25 days. Take a moment to think about everything you've achieved. You have spoken English every day. You have learned new words and useful expressions. You have improved your pronunciation. Most importantly, you've built the habit of practicing consistently. Today's challenge is different. Stand in front of a mirror. Look at yourself and say these words with confidence. I am improving every day. I am not afraid of making mistakes. I can speak English. I will become fluent. Repeat these sentences several times. Believe every word you say. Your mindset is just as important as your practice. If you believe you can improve, you'll keep practicing. And if you keep practicing, you will become fluent. Now only 5 days remain. The finish line is right in front of you. The next 5 days will bring together everything you've learned during this challenge. Get ready for the final step toward becoming a more confident English speaker. Days 26 to 30, the final step to English fluency. Welcome to the final stage of your 30-day English fluency challenge. If you've reached this point, you should be proud of yourself. Many people dream of speaking English fluently. Very few are willing to practice every single day. But you did. You stayed committed. You kept learning. And today, you're stronger than you were 30 days ago. Let's finish this journey together. Day 26. Speak for 5 minutes without stopping. Today's challenge is simple. Choose any topic you like. You can talk about your family, your favorite hobby, your dream job, your country, or your future plans. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Start speaking. Don't stop because of mistakes. Don't stop because you can't remember a word. Keep going. The goal is to build confidence, not perfection. By the end of 5 minutes, you'll realize that speaking continuously is much easier than it was at the beginning of this challenge. Day 27. Learn from your mistakes. Today, record yourself speaking for 3 to 5 minutes. Then, listen carefully. Ask yourself these questions. Did I speak clearly? Did I pause too often? Did I pronounce the words correctly? Could I use better vocabulary? Don't criticize yourself. Instead, look at every mistake as a chance to improve. Every mistake you notice today is one less mistake you'll make tomorrow. This is how successful learners grow. Day 28. Use English in real life. Today, find one real situation where you can use English. Write a comment on an English video. Send a message to a friend in English. Read an article and summarize it aloud. Or join an online English community and introduce yourself. The more you use English in real situations, the more natural it becomes. A language is meant to be used, not just studied. Day 22. Challenge yourself. Today's mission is your biggest speaking challenge yet. Choose a topic you've never spoken about before. It could be technology, travel, sports, health, education, or your favorite book. Speak about it for 5 minutes. Try to use everything you've learned during the past 28 days. Use complete sentences. Use useful expressions. Speak clearly and confidently. If you make mistakes, smile and continue. Remember, every fluent speaker was once a beginner. The only difference is that they never gave up. Day 30. Celebrate your success. Congratulations! You made it! You completed the 30-day English Fluency Challenge. Take a moment to think about your journey. On day 1, you may have felt nervous. You may have struggled to speak for even 1 minute. Today, you're thinking in English. You're speaking with more confidence. You're understanding more than before. And, most importantly, you've built a habit that can change your future. But remember something very important. This is not the end. This is the beginning. Fluency doesn't happen in 30 days. What happens in 30 days is that you build the confidence, the habits, and the skills that lead to fluency. So don't stop here. Keep speaking every day. Keep listening every day. Keep reading every day. Keep believing in yourself every day. One day, you'll look back and realize that the English you once thought was impossible has become completely natural. Before we finish, I have one small challenge for you. Go to the comments and write this sentence. I completed the 30-day English Fluency Challenge. I would love to celebrate your success with you. And if this challenge helped you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who also wants to speak English confidently. Thank you so much for spending these 30 days with me. Keep learning. Keep practicing. Keep smiling. And remember, every single day is another opportunity to become a better English speaker. I'll see you in the next lesson. Goodbye and happy learning.